Hmm? Hey, girl. Hey. It's been a long day.
It's been a while, apparently, for you as well. Wow, that was I put it all out there for myself, but based on your hey girl, hey, that you've had a day.
No, it's been better than that. It's just I've been talking all day, and I can't reach those notes that I usually reach. Those
I mean, I have to
high
talk all day and
notes.
then host a karaoke show on Thursday, so I don't know what that life you're talking about.
Look, you choose your battles. I support your alternative life choices, girl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
I
so
don't support you
much.
being gay, but I do support
Damn it.
everything
I
else.
totally thought you were going to be into that. I really
No, 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 no. No,
never
no, no.
assume, never assume.
Never assume. Never assume. I am a good self-hating Catholic, you see.
You and so many, so
Oh,
many
God.
Catholics.
So, oh, girl, I need to talk to you about something after this.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, our audience. You can't be privy to all of our conversations, just most of them.
Oh, goodness. Well, okay, they can be privy to this.
Okay.
Girl, I was thinking of during Christmas break, because, we're recording up to Christmas. I was thinking of us recording a longer episode and splitting it up as two bonus episodes for
Dear
both
listeners, would
this
you like that? Would you like that, dear
all all
listeners?
all 10 of you. Would you like this? I was thinking that Maim and I may watch a movie and make a
Mmm.
very special bonus episode for
Mmm.
both this podcast and our sister podcast, Baking Sugar.
Ooh. We'll cover both shores. I love it.
Exactly, with little effort from us.
Yeah, it'll be like a little Christmas present or a non-denominational present.
That's right. Hanukkah's over, but why not?
Hanukkah's over. You know what? We can do a late in Hanukkah. Is that a
Late a
thing? Leighton?
Kwanzaa. We
Ooh,
could do a
the early
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa because I
Early
think that's the
Kwanzaa.
27th.
Okay,
Um,
we could cover it all.
or I actually I don't know when Kwanzaa. I
Oh,
thought Kwanzaa was after Christmas, but I could be
it's
wrong.
all the same time ish. It's
Does
based.
it rotates around though, right? It's not the same
Yeah,
exact day every year.
no. I mean,
I just know when a couple of my super Afrocentric friends start talking about Kwanzaa, I'm like, oh, it's Kwanzaa, right? Because they'll be like, it's day 3, Unaji, or something like that. And I'm like, oh, great, that's cool to know. And then like the white French Canadian part of me is like, shut up. I'm like, stop, Zutalor. Like it's like whatever. It's
not
like
Zutalor.
you're not black enough. Shut up. I am too. I don't care what anybody's ever told me in my life. I am.
God, it is like a own little civil war inside of you, isn't it?
It really is.
Oh
It's
God!
actually it's like the Civil War crossed with the French Indian War as well.
Wow!
Right
Wow!
with a little and a little spice of Turkish delight. Uh,
You have Turkish in you?
yeah, apparently when we did
Oh,
our DNA test,
oh, wow!
Turkish, and West Asian.
Mm.
So which we knew about the Japanese a little bit, but like we
Yeah.
were, that kind of confirmed it. Native American. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna do the test myself though, because they always say it differs a little bit. So I'm gonna do the test myself just to see how mine is different than my brother's. Because that'll be interesting, right? To see like what
Yeah.
is the divide there, because
Yeah.
clearly we are not
Yeah.
exactly from the same cloth.
No. Which brother?
The the one that I don't look like, the one that has all the genetic traits that I don't have, hairy chest, balding on the top, light skin, like the one it's confusing
Big
because
Sister Maim is what you're saying.
Big Sister Maim, yeah, the one that takes after my father's side of the family,
Yeah.
yeah,
Not Big
Sister
Brother Maim, Big Sister Maim.
No, Big Brother Maim, we don't talk about. I mean, what am I gonna say, right? What am I gonna say?
What if he was listening to us right now? What would Okay.
I would say to you, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back all the words that I never, ever say. Because I don't talk to you.
Oh, dear listeners, that's what family's all about. Hiding feelings and not talking to each other.
What feelings? I don't even have those. How do you have feelings for someone that's basically non-existent? I don't know. Thanks for those couple of years we were still living together before you went in the Navy when I was 4.
Well, let's talk about something a little bit happier. Anything.
Ooh, speaking of this
Anything.
episode,
Yes, girl.
I actually was like, don't ask me why, because I'm been tired today and I'm not thinking clearly.
Okay.
I thought of a really awesome alternate title to this episode.
What is it?
Mutton but Trouble. I love puns. I can't help it. I was sitting there the
But
whole
he's
time. I
not
was
a
like,
lamb.
it doesn't.
It's a
I'm
dog.
Just, no, mutt, like a mutt,
Yes,
like a dog, like
but
a mutt.
Mutton is lamb, or sheep.
I don't eat that, so I don't know.
You don't eat sheep?
No,
It's delicious.
I tried it once. I didn't like it.
It's delicious.
I mean, I'm just saying I didn't like it.
It's delicious. Are you a picky eater?
I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, remember, I'm kind of like I'm a borderline vegetarian. If I wasn't allergic to the things I was allergic to, I would be a vegetarian, right? If I had that alternative, but I can't help that. So I'm not a big meat person. I'll have what do I have? I'll have any kind of chicken. I don't mind. I'll have honestly like any kind of leanish beef. I don't like fatty meat. It tastes weird in my mouth. Actually, all fatty stuff tastes. That was gonna sound bad. I'm gonna stop that right there. Stop.
So I've got a question for you. Speaking of things we were having a conversation at work,
as you do,
and we were talking about, duck, which a lot of Americans just for some reason have not had duck. I don't know why. It's delicious.
Correct.
Because I was going to go by there's a Chinese grocery store near me that's got the Peking duck, and they'll chop it up for you. I was going to buy one of those for like $15, take it into work chopped up. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, I don't know if I could eat that." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Have you ever had oxtail?" And she's like, "No, I ain't ever had that." I was like, "Girl, have you ever had stewed beef?" "Well, yeah." "The girl, you've had oxtail. They just chop it off that tail and call it stewed beef."
Let me just be real honest here with our audience for a minute. That voice you were just doing triggered me way deep. I was like, oh, boy. I literally had like 10 different faces flash in front of me just now of like people from our past.
At a previous job, someone else who had that accent, they were typing on the computer, and they clicked on an app, okay. To start to run. I hear from across the lab, dear listeners, I work in a laboratory setting.
So professional.
So professional. I hear from across the lab a smacking noise, and I look over, and this girl is smacking the computer monitor, going, "Go, computer, go! Just hurry up! Why aren't you working? Hurry up, computer! Hurry up!" I will never forget that.
You work in a laboratory.
Oh.
I mean,
if you ever saw some people who made your drugs, you would.
Well,
in India. So
you get a lot of generics.
So we opened a job 2 jobs ago now. Opened a plant in India. Okay. They had an issue. They nothing was released to the public yet. They were getting cobras on the manufacturing line.
I'm sorry, what?
Cobras on the manufacturing line.
As in, like, kids that graduated from East Iredale Elementary School?
No. As in poisonous snocks. There were people, and like it's a cultural thing, right?
No, it totally is.
No, this part's a cultural thing. They had to train people to wear shoes and to gown completely up to go into the sterile areas.
Oh, nice. Nice.
multiple times. Like, this is repeat offenders. And they're like,
So did they release the cobras to warrant to
no,
like
no, no, no,
as
no,
like this?
no,
Oh,
baby,
okay.
no, baby, no. There were holes. There were holes in the walls, and the cobras got in.
I thought it was like it's kind of like the whole like getting the dog to take care of the cat that took care of the rat. I thought that was like we got the
No, baby
cobras
doll.
so
No,
that
no, 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 no. No, 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 no,
what we're
no,
gonna
no,
do
no.
is this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy a mess of cobras
A
and we're gonna let
mess
them
of
into the
cobras.
we're gonna release them into the lab and they will never forget their shoes again.
I was like, I don't believe this. This cannot. The shoe thing, I believe. The cobras, I do not believe. And somebody was like, "Hey, look at this link," and they clicked on one of our internal things. It was like, "Oh, you're not lying."
I really want to have a cartoon show now about the cobra chemist. Oh my gosh, could you that could be a thing. We could have an entire show teaching kids about chemistry from a cobra.
Me jot that down.
I'm just saying, I don't see why that could Cobra Chemist sounds like a kid's show to me. Like I think that sounds amazing. Cobra Chemist, he's coming for you. Will he have the venom or will he have the stew?
Maybe work that one out a little bit more. Your people will call my people.
My
and
people will call you people.
And they'll both hang up on each other.
Yes.
Speaking of hanging up on each other, we've got a Patreon.
We do have a Patreon. I know that you tuned in to hear us talk about Murder She Wrote, but surprise.
We have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/YouSlayMe. I've also, because I've got some feedback that some people just want to send us money directly and they don't want to give us monthly stuff.
Yeah.
I've included a link to a direct link through PayPal to where you can send us pennies.
Yeah, you can slide stuff right into our G-string. You don't have to get on a subscription basis.
Just slide it right on in and ask for change.
Yeah, just put it in. I mean, it might get dirty, but, your fingers are going to smell when you take it out, but, it's fine.
Maim has taken this to a whole nother level.
I'm tired!
Yes, you are, but that's never affected this before.
Yes, because you're usually the one that's tired and punch drunk. Now it's me.
I'm punch drunk. Hoopah! Hoopah! Hoopah!
Now I want some Riesling.
Ooh, doesn't that sound good?
Now I'm like, I need it after this day I've had wrestling with this
girl,
fabric.
Do you need to go get a bottle of it? Do you have a bottle at home?
No, I do have a box of Riesling, but it's not in the fridge, so I don't want to drink it right now.
What you need to do right now is you need to get on your phone device, say, Mr. Maim,
he's not here.
Bring me a glass of Riesling with some ice in it.
He's still not back from the office. I would if he was, but he's not.
You are such a 1950s wife, making a dress your man at the office.
My doctor. I'm Donna Reed. I achieved my dream. That was my dream. Remember, that was my dream. I wanted to be Donna Reed. And
you already can't sleep at night because the Adderall.
Oh, I wish. I'm not on Adderall, actually. I'm on a lot of other stuff. But
I love how you're like, actually, that's the one I'm not on.
I'm actually glad you said that because now tonight I'm like, oh, that's true. Actually, I do have those trazodones, so that'll help me sleep.
Yes.
The first time I got that prescription, the husband looked at the bottle. He says, why does this say you could take 1 to 4? I was like, oh, I don't know. The doctor said there was a range. He thought maybe he should put that range on the bottle because sometimes I have trouble.
And on that note, dear listeners,
speaking of pills, actually, that's kind of feeds into the beginning of this episode.
Does it? Oh, it does. It does. It does. It does. Dear listeners, we have yapped and japped and japped and yapped, and you're still with us right now.
I love you all so much.
I know because, dear listeners, I see on our analytics that most people listen to at least 80% of the show.
I love you all so very much.
Love you so much.
Listening to our ridiculousness.
Ridiculous. absolutely ridiculous. So we've got a lot of pages to go through. So
I mean,
let's
we can speed through this one. There was not. I mean, we don't have to be super detailed on this one.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I didn't tell you to take all this notes.
The dear listener. Look, it was during my lunch break today, and they had desserts for us, so I got to go up front, get a dessert, bring it back, and keep watching while I had my afternoon coffee. Girl, it was fantastic.
It's like, I don't normally feel envious for people being back in an office or back in a work environment, but every once in a while.
So it is a little shitty because usually they have like a Christmas meal for us where they have the ham and the shrimp cocktail. It's the only time of year we get shrimp cocktail. I know. Don't you love a shrimp cocktail?
It does hit the spot sometimes.
Well, you know what? This is season 2, episode 6. It's a dog's life.
It's a dog's life.
Oh, goodness. So
How are you?
So we start off in the country.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
And there are horses.
So many horses.
And then we go to a stable. And we see somebody in those fashionable riding boots that everybody wears.
Remember the ominous music, too.
Oh.
Something's about to go down because they can't just be normal boots.
We see a gray horse, a pretty gray horse.
So
I don't
beautiful.
like horses, except for Sarah Jessica Parker. But
Stop that. She is
a
not
national
a horse.
treasure. You have to feed her with a flat hand.
Oh my God.
What? I'm sorry. I hope you don't listen to Sarah Jessica Parker. I really do love
It's
you.
fine. She doesn't.
Anyway.
No one that's connected to her listens to us. It's fine.
Anyway, someone is drugging the horse.
I know. I was very upset by that. I was like, how dare you?
It gives new meaning to the word horse pill.
Oh, jeez. I hate those.
And we learned that the horse's name is Sawdust.
Because, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
I didn't see that name. I didn't personally. Was that how the man made his money? Was through like wood?
No. I thought it was the color of the horse. That's where I got from.
Oh, is that the color of sawdust? That seemed kind of gray to me.
Yeah. I thought that like gray or moon dust or moon something would have been better, but
moon crystal power makeup. Sorry. Oh, the minute you said moon, I was like, oh no.
We're at a party now.
Yes, the really cool party full of a lot of white people.
We meet Trish. She's a drunk.
She's such a good lush.
And Spencer, brother.
Yeah, Spencer's not that fun.
And Echo, their niece.
That name.
And Morgana the loon. So, dear listeners, I call her Morgana the loon because she reminds me of Shirley the loon from Tiny Toons Adventures, talking about astral projections.
That was her favorite character.
It was my favorite. Was it your favorite character too? Okay, good. Oh my God. Oh, what a loon I am. Oh, what a loon I am.
I'm still so mad that character has not like come into the modern Looney Tunes world. So many of the other ones have.
Have they?
Well, like the girl bunny. I mean, like, you know, she is basically the inspiration for Lola.
Yeah.
There's been no girl duck for Daffy. Daffy needs his own lady.
So now she wasn't a duck, she was a loon.
I'm just saying, like, Daffy needs his own lady, like another poultry.
I feel like the word loon is probably not a good word to use.
That is the state bird of Minnesota.
Well, good for it.
I don't know why I know that.
I hope you're right. Otherwise, you're going to have a bunch of Minnesotans calling in and yelling at you.
Just send me sausage afterward and I'll be okay.
Isn't that true for every gay man?
I'll forgive you for the right sausage.
So now we're in front of a picture of a horse.
Yes.
And we meet Denton.
Mm-hmm.
And
Denton. Oh, boy.
And he's talking to Jessica about the horse's withers.
Mm-hmm. He's being nasty. He's being real nasty.
And then, so they get done talking about withers. They walk in the other room. Jessica's like, oh, everybody's drinking here. I don't know. What is this voice?
That's your Jessica trying to not be British, but always still sounding British.
That's right. And we meet Tom, the
Mhm.
neighbor, okay, who reminded me a lot of Gandalf. Just in the
I
face.
could see that. I
Yeah.
could see that. Yeah, you put a little beard on him. I could see that.
Yeah. We learned that Jess is not drinking alcohol. She's drinking coffee.
As you do in the morning. Except for Trish, because Trish is three sheets to the wind.
And then we meet Abby, Jess's cousin.
Yes.
Played by a Redgrave.
The intense Redgrave. I divide them into two categories. There's blonde Redgrave and brunette Redgrave. She is the brunette Redgrave.
Okay. So this is my first interaction with this Redgrave. She's got the voice.
Well, I'm just telling you right now. You could go speak to Mama Maim, and she will wax poetic on how much she loves this Redgrave.
I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if we're going to tell which one the Redgrave is. And then we hear that voice, that very specific voice. This is my version of that very specific voice.
I mean,
I kind of sound like what's his doodle in the King's Speech.
Yeah, you do actually.
The right is Spain falls mainly on the plane.
That won Best Picture.
Did it?
I just remember that. Oh my gosh, that movie won.
You know, I've never seen My Fair Lady.
Sorry, that caught me by surprise. There,
I know.
I wasn't expecting that one. You've dropped a lot of bombs on me before. I was not expecting you to say.
Is that Audrey Hepburn?
Yeah.
Okay. I love Breakfast at Tiffany's, except for the racism. Is fantastic.
So many movies from the 50s. So many movies from the 50s. We can say that.
Oh,
I love that movie from the 50s, except for the racism. Everything else was awesome.
Well, what's the one where she's the princess?
Roman Holiday?
Yes. Oh, I love that movie so much. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Audrey, yeah.
Audrey.
Audrey.
Oh, yeah.
What's happening right now? This is getting weird. Redgrave. We're talking about the Redgrave.
She's the trainer.
Yes.
And so we learned that it's Denton's 80th birthday. He doesn't look a day over 93. And we meet the final character for the introduction of the family. His doggy Teddy.
I think he's adorable.
He is the best beagle ever. Like I have met many a beagle in my day. He is well trained. He is nice. Yeah. He's cute. He's a good dog actor.
He is a good dog actor. Like he gets his cues correctly, and it doesn't look like somebody's really trying that hard.
What movie do you think that I think? Hold on, I've got my papers going everywhere here. What movie do you think that I think that the dog should have won an Oscar, but the rest of the movie was crap?
The dog should have won an Oscar, but the rest of the movie was crap.
Absolute crap.
I don't know. What movie?
What's that Will Smith vampire movie called?
I Am Legend?
I Am Legend.
You think that the dog should have won an Oscar?
Yes. The dog was fantastic. The rest of the movie was crap.
Okay. Here's the worst part of this conversation right now. That was the movie that I was thinking you were thinking. And I feel even more uncomfortable because, oh my gosh, that's literally the movie that I had in mind. I was like, I bet he's thinking about that Will Smith movie.
Yeah, the movie's horrible. Right. The movie's so bad.
I've never watched the movie.
Don't.
Yeah, I don't traditionally. I'm not a big Will Smith person.
Also, don't watch Book of Eli either. It's very long and very boring.
Who's in that one?
Denzel.
Oh no, I don't. No.
So it's Bible-y. So I went to see it with a friend of mine, And
as you do.
And so like hour and 45 in, I get up to go pee because I think it's nearly over and I've had enough of it. So I'm waiting outside the theater. Like it was at a stopping point. I thought there was going to be end and credits. I knew what was going to happen. Girl, I wait outside the theater for 10 minutes. I go back in there. My friend's like, where'd you go? It's so good. I'm like, it's still going on. I don't know it. I should look at the runtime of this thing. It felt like another 45 minutes to an hour. I know it's probably not that long, but Jesus.
Wow. That's insane.
So Trisha's drunk and she's getting ready to ride drunk.
Oh my gosh. Can I just say that was my favorite scene in the entire her stumbling through that meadow towards the horse was my favorite part of the entire holding that martini glass. Oh,
you do love a drunk white woman.
I love it. It's like my favorite thing.
The hunt is on.
Ah!
So we see some shots of the horses going
slowly,
and then all of a sudden, Trish cuts in front of Sawdust, which Mr. Denton's on, and Sawdust gets scared. Oh no! And Sawdust
said that too. Sawdust said that too.
Oh
no!
So Sawdust starts running. He's running. Oh no! He's getting ready to go over a hill. You hear Denton go, "Tally ho!" It's like that's the voiceover we need right now. Tally ho, tally fucking ho. God. Well, Denton falls off the horse. He's dead.
And just dead. Like just boom. I did not realize that I'm not a pathologist, but I didn't realize that a person could die that instantly from falling off a horse.
Well, it snaps their neck.
I mean, but that instantly?
Well, this horse was so cranked up, it probably attacked him. It probably started chewing at him with
it knocked him off the horse. Like first the horse bucked him off, and then what we didn't get to see behind the hedges was the horse did like a body slam and did a bit of it. What's that move called? The DDT, and then Vince McMahon showed up for some reason, and he was just like calling the shots. And then 10 minutes later, that's when they looked beyond the hedge and he was dead.
Yes. So the vet and the sheriff are there.
Jeez,
Jessica wants to do a talk screen.
Right, which makes sense.
So now we fast forward to the next day.
Yes.
I just don't understand. The talk screen was clean. Oh, well, I guess it wasn't a murder.
But Jessica, that doesn't make sense. Sawdust was never like this before.
That's your best, Redgrave.
Nah.
Make
Jessica, this makes no sense. The Sawdust was never like that. With a British accent.
Oh, my God. So, Abby asks her to stay, and she's like, okay, why not? I ain't got nothing
I've got nothing else to do. The lobsters will wait. I'm going to put them in a stew.
So then we pan back to the house, and there's a lobster stew, and there's a big black wreath on the house. What, did they just have this thing lying around for funerals? Like,
don't you?
Like, I
thought everybody's got a funeral wreath just waiting for those days, don't they? Especially once the person passes the age of like 74, everybody buys one of those. You get them at Home Depot.
Do you have any more? You still going there? You got anything else for us? Because
I can lend you mine if you needed it. I don't know if you have any plans for the future.
Because now we're getting ready to meet just a small Southern lawyer.
God, I'm so Dean Jones should should feel ashamed of himself for that act. If he was still alive right now, he should be ashamed because that was my goodness. I blame Dean Jones for Matlock. I personally blame Dean Jones for Matlock because I think the producers of Matlock were watching this show and they're like, you know what? You know who we could get that could do a real Southern accent and be a lawyer? Andy Griffith's not doing anything right now.
Is there a Matlock crossover?
I
Because
don't
Matlock was
know.
CBS.
I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Well, the man's name is Marcus Boswell. So,
Oh, there he is. You're welcome. You're welcome, Mama Maim. You're welcome.
Oh goodness. We learned it's a video will. It's a video will. Next page.
Because that's a thing in like the mid 80s.
And so, like, he puts it into the Betamax, if I'm correct in this. It did not look like VHS.
No, it looked like a Betamax. It was smaller. I do think it was the Betamax.
And the family gets read. The library is open, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
It goes like this. Ahem. Spence, get a job. Trish, you're a drunk. Morgana, get a grip. Echo, you're a dumb freak.
I love that he made the comment about Echo's hair, and I'm like, her hair's not even that strange.
I know. I mean, I guess it was for the 80s.
I mean,
it looked normal.
It didn't look that, even for the 80s, because I even looked at it from that perspective. I was like, was this a weird hairstyle in that time period? Like,
no.
No.
She kind of looked like Lady Gaga, though.
She did look like the Lady Gaga, yes.
So we find out that things are getting divided. Tom's going to get the gun. The paintings are all going to galleries. All of the staff are getting bonuses. And everything, which is $15 million.
$15 whole million.
Is going to somebody very special. The one person he could trust to do it.
Yep.
His little Teddy.
Oh, yay. Just to confirm, Matlock did not cross over with Murder, She Wrote, unfortunately.
However, there's something you should know.
What?
If anybody challenges Will, you'll be cut out. And if Teddy dies, all the money goes to this PCA.
Jesus. So bad.
So now we're at the stables. Ha! And Trish is treating a horse like complete duty.
Terrible. She is awful to that horse.
She's beating the horse like really softly, like pat, pat, pat.
Tap, 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 tap. Bad horse, bad.
And Abby's like, no.
She is a very annoying character, honestly. Like, I was not proud of this Redgrave moment. I was like, oh man, you
don't you dare do that to that horse.
That horse.
That horse.
You know good and well that those Redgraves use their H's. You better, you know.
Hold on. Don't you dare do that to that horse. It's the sweetest horse that we have. Trish, you bitch. Don't do that to that horse. And by the way, you can't fire me. My employer is Teddy.
I'm so excited right now. I really hope that the Tony Award Committee was listening to that moment. If you'd like us to perform this on stage on Broadway in order for us to be nominated for a Tony Award, we will be very happy. We will be very happy to do so.
So Spence is like, you better watch out. You better watch out, Miss Redgrave. You better watch out. And then Morgana's like, he trots off on his horse, and Trish is gone on her horse, and Morgana's like, I saw some owls and a fucking tree, and you're fucked.
Yes. I live for every Morgana moment on this episode because those lines they gave her were gold.
And she does it well.
Yep. She does it. She does it with no...
Wait. Something's happening.
Oh, no. What happened?
Teddy's attacking Spence.
Oh, no, Teddy, you're a wild dog now. What's happened to you? This money has changed you. Good
one there, babe. Good one. caught me off guard. You're not usually that fast. It's usually my thing, not yours. Rub it off on you, baby. One day you're going to make it big. Not today, but someday.
One day, kid, one day they're going to discover you're a star.
Okay, where are we at?
The dog's attacking.
So the doctor's checking over Ted. He's like, my God, he's got enough horse cocaine in him to kill 7 horses. And then, who did he attack? Because he's got blood everywhere. Blah, blah.
Under his collar. What?
Well, we find out who he attacked. He attacked the other neighbor, Potts.
Potts.
A good old Southern gentleman.
Good gosh. I put on here, this man is devouring the scenery. Devouring.
Oh, God.
There was a couple of times he was in this episode. He made it worth his time.
It's true. So we then go back to the Redgrave's house.
Back to the Redgrave.
And Jessica's like, why don't you come back to Maine with me? Oh, Jessica, I cannot return to Maine with you, especially when there is a murderer about.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, there's always a murderer about.
I mean, come on now. Come on. Can Jessica just be blunt for just a minute? This is your family, Jessica.
It's true.
Now it's time. It's time to come clean.
It's true.
She still doesn't.
So now we're at Boswell's because Jessica's like, well, I think we should go to Boswell's and try and figure this stuff out.
Oh, I love those 1980s offices.
Wait. There's a phone call. Hold on.
Ring.
Hold.
Oh my God, no.
Can you hear it?
No, I can hear it. It's just, oh my God. We're going to eventually have a production assistant to help us with sound effects.
Dear listeners, if somebody gives me $400 a year, we'll have a production assistant. That's how much they cost. Wait, no, $400 a month. I apologize.
We're never getting a production assistant ever.
Dear listeners, we got a Patreon.
We do a Patreon. If you would rather hear real sound effects versus whatever the heck that just was, please give us some money.
And better sound and better quality. And maybe even new hosts. Hell, we can Wendy Williams this shit. I don't care.
I know, right? That helped her. But you know her ratings went up 30%?
I know. I mean, I could be Sherry Shepherd and you can be...
Sherry Shepherd.
Actually, I'll be Lonnie Love if you'll be Sherry Shepherd. How's that?
Oh my gosh. Can I be Judy Love?
I don't know Judy Love.
Yes, you do. She was a guest host on Drag Race UK.
Is that Lonnie's sister?
No, isn't that crazy?
Yes.
How similar they are. It always freaks me out when I think about the fact that they are not related in any way.
So, the broker called.
Yeah. Oh, man. The broker's called. This is the third time today he's called.
Third time. Just tell him I'll call him back.
Usually if your stockbroker's calling a lot, that's not good.
So, another lawyer and Morgana walk out of the office.
Ooh.
Morgana's attempting to break the will.
Morgana, you have been a salty lady.
They're all in on it.
Oh, of course they are. It was in the tea leaves. We just didn't never get to hear what the tea leaves said.
Potts is thinking about suing.
What? Oh, because the dog bit him. That's right.
Yes, that's exactly
already.
Right.
I forgot.
And they think there's a small loophole in the will. A small one.
What kind of loophole is it?
Is Teddy of sound mind.
Oh, no, because that dog's been acting crazy. Someone's at the phone. Who is that at the phone?
It's the broker again. No, Mr.
Oh, man,
Broker.
this is the fourth time today. What do you want, dude?
You can go ahead and answer it. Okay, I was about broker of money. Okay, I'll make sure you get that check, and this time I'll actually send it off, and I'm very happy for you. This check and humor. So,
ladies and gentlemen, Dean Jones.
So We find out that Spence gives really bad financial advice, and Spence is in a lot of debt.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. Is that your dog or my dog?
That's your dog.
Oh. What's happening
Bark,
right now? I
bark,
don't know what's happening.
Bark,
I was
bark,
like, what is that?
bark,
I thought it was you.
Well, funny. That is really good sound effects because Teddy's at the door of the guardhouse.
Ah! Teddy, what are you doing, buddy?
He comes by every night. The guard lets him in to sit with him. Isn't that cute?
Oh, so nice.
Oh, Trish is at the gate. She's swerving in her Rolls Royce.
Once again, I'm living for every moment.
Oh, she's falling in front of the gate. The guard should go help her up.
Oh, wait. He can't get there fast enough. Oh,
Wait.
no.
Hold on. Wait. There's some mockingbirds.
Oh, not the mockingbird.
Even though that was a mourning dove call, whatever, we'll let it go.
Listen to you, Birdman. Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
That also won Best Picture, by the way. Birdman. Remember that movie with Michael Keaton?
Yeah, Michael Keaton didn't win though.
No, he should have won. That was his chance.
That
he
was
should
his
have won
one
the
chance.
Oscar.
He should have won for Beetlejuice. Let's just get real.
Yeah, I feel like we should have it every year, right, for the Oscars. Oh my god, can we pause for a minute so I can go see what the heck this dog will start barking about?
Bro, I'll start singing.
Thanks.
Sing in the rain, just sing in the rain. Well, dear listeners, now that Maim has left, I want to thank you for joining us every week in this nonsense. It really is a privilege for us to do this. And I just want to thank you so much for listening. Thank you. Would you thank the dear listeners too for listening to us every week?
Thank you, dear listeners, for listening to us every week.
Every week.
If you would like to learn more about our cause and our non-for-profit, remember the non-for-profit. If you'd like to donate money for our non-for-profit,
it's not non-for-profit.
We are starting a non-for-profit 501c3.
No, we aren't. Don't lie.
Come on, you're messing this up.
I don't want to get in legal trouble. So wait. He hears the call.
Oh, Teddy.
And then the gates start closing. Oh no, Trish, there's not a safety.
Not only is there not a safety, but that guard is slow and can't get to her in time.
Trish is decapitated. So now we're actually would you? I don't know if her head was quite in there far. I think it would just
wasn't.
Been a frontal lobotomy. It could have been a help for her.
I mean, no, I'm gonna it was gross. I guess it was gross.
Yeah.
And but we didn't get to see the grotesqueness of it. But we're to assume it was quite nasty because her head was literally crushed.
So it's after the murder, and we're back inside. And Morgana saw a ghost. It was the ghost of her sister rising up over the body. And then she says, "My first ghost, and no one will believe me."
I really, I don't know about you, but I really, at the end of this episode, I desperately wanted a show about Morgana.
So, the sheriffs received news from the deputy.
Oh, what kind of news? What happened?
The killer was Teddy.
No!
Yes.
But it couldn't have been Teddy.
It was Teddy. I'm standing up. I apologize if you see my underwear. I've been sitting all day, girl. God, my legs are tired.
Gotcha.
Where are we at?
Teddy's the murderer.
Tom shows up.
Oh, hey Tom. Hey, how's it going, Tom?
Not too bad. He's just going to go in and help. That's what
nice.
he's going to do. That's it.
That's nice. You're a good guy. Good guy.
So, Jessica decides to go outside and poke around.
As you do.
They have the sheriffs have some new fine equipment, which are metal detectors, which were invented in the 60s, but somehow there's new fine equipment in the 80s.
Where exactly do you think that they were supposed to be at?
Like in the world?
Yeah. Like, I've been trying to figure this out, right? Because so many of the characters, there are a lot of disparate accents on this particular episode. And it was, I guess, because from a Southern perspective, there were so many different versions of Southern accents
So
that, yeah, I was like, where are they supposed to be at?
I would say that they were all right. I'm going to do two different things here. I
Okay.
think that they were supposed to be in Kentucky, but there was a
Mhm.
Confederate flag in the courtroom later on. I don't know if you caught
Okay.
that. I think they're in Virginia. That's what I
Um,
got.
Actually, that kind of makes sense because there is that section, that kind of like moneyed section of
Yeah.
Virginia
Yeah.
that's still quite rural, but okay, that actually
Yeah.
makes some, that kind of checks out.
So, Jessica, there's some music, and she
Hmm.
starts poking around. And she sees that the coat was split.
Yes. Which is, I think that I don't know about you, but I thought about fat guy in a little coat from that
Fat
Chris.
guy in a little coat.
I
Ugh,
was like, oh no, Chris Farley, why did you do that? What happened?
a lot of crank. Um,
Oh jeez.
well, you asked.
Jeez. Is this the part when they question her, when they question I wrote down the note here. Is this the part where they question Morgana and she says, "My aura thrives on mid moonlight."
Oh, we've already passed by that, but yes, that
Oh,
was back.
oh, that line.
That
I
was
just
back when she saw her first ghost. They were like, "You were up late." By Aura thrives on moonlight.
I
Yes.
want to put that on a t-shirt.
So now we're in a guard room,
Yes.
and Jessica's interviewing the guard.
Yes.
Did you hear anything weird? I
No.
heard crickets and nightbirds.
Right. Nightbirds. That's
Mockingbirds
a
are day
Patty.
birds. It,
Nightbirds actually is the name of a LaBelle album from Patti LaBelle in the 70s.
okay.
Sorry. It's random fact that I.
So now we're in the kitchen.
Yes.
I'm drinking tea because I'm British, and that's what we drink in times of stress.
That's literally what she said.
That's what Jessica said.
I knew I'd find you here drinking tea because everything is very stressful right now.
And the British have that's what they do apparently. Did you
Yeah,
know
I
that?
I mean, I've actually seen that on multiple British TV shows actually where when things get very stressful, they're like, "Put the kettle on." Ah!
Let's get nice copper. Uh God.
Such and such died. Let's have a cuppa.
So
It's a serial
Jessica
killer.
asks Jessica asks, how would you train Teddy?
Yes.
And Abby's like, it would be very easy. You just give some
Mhm.
treats. You
Mhm.
show it what to do. And
Mhm.
they repetition and treats, repetition and treats, repetition and treats. Just like how you figured out how to have an orgasm the first time.
Oh, is that how it worked? I don't
Think about
remember.
it. Think way on back.
Repetition and treats. Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That's so long ago now. So long ago. Fuck. It was the time where I had to explore myself, and I didn't
Mama
like the
Maim,
peaks, the
Mama Maim, Mama
valleys.
Maim, Mama Maim.
I was just a young lass of whatever teen, and I just could not come to accept my pleasure centers.
That's right. You just couldn't come.
I was just like, just let me have my moment, right? Let me have my Victorian moment, please. I go put on my corset and my
Uh-huh.
chastity belt. Oh, I was just such a young lass of the times, and things were
So
so
Abby
different.
drags Jessica into the other room because she's
She
got a theory.
does. She does. This is really great because we actually get to see like, hey, everybody, it's not just Jessica that is like got little mystery
Yeah.
things, inclinations.
So Jessica tells everyone her theory. There was a second person. Morgana's ghost was the killer, and Teddy had a prompt to push the button.
Oh no. Well, of
And
course she's
Sheriff
gonna say this.
has a whistle.
Who's? Oh my gosh, there's initials on it.
Yes. I don't remember what they are, but it's Abby's whistle.
You could have just said like, yeah, it's Abby's. So you didn't have to, I don't know what that. Okay, wait, we'll move on.
So
Yeah.
now we're at the prison. We're at the
Mhm.
prison.
Oh,
And
remember the whistle was found by the body too.
but
That's
whistle
very
was
important.
found by the body. Yes, that is very important. We're at the prison, and Abby is talking to Teddy, who's in the next cell over. Isn't that cute?
It's so great. Any time if there's dog actors, I'm down for it.
Wait, we missed something.
Did we? It's the whistle.
Yes, we in the kitchen we missed something very important. Boswell shows up and he's got a grease mark on his pants.
Oh, that was during this part. That's right.
Yeah.
We also missed the part where Jessica calls what's his doodle to be like, I'm not coming back. Oh, Ethan. We forgot about that part too. Ethan, I'm not coming back for a few days. I'm staying with my cousin. They've got her wanted for murder.
Who cares? I mean, the woman doesn't. I mean,
you don't care about Jessica calling her man and being like, I'm not gonna be back, baby. I'm sorry. I'll bring you some stuff though. I'm in Virginia. I'll get you some stuff, right?
Now, if burly Ethan showed up,
ooh,
and like,
did you?
I'm gonna rescue you from all this.
I think if Ethan showed up, it would be like Jessica and her cousin would start catfighting a little bit. Like, ooh. Who is this? Who is this?
I mean, what could Abby do? She's in jail.
That's true. He might go visit Abby in jail and be like, hey, yeah.
So Boswell is driving, drives up. What?
What's
Music
happening?
Drives up.
You've got to get it together, sir. You have the most detailed notes. You have to get it together.
Oh, I got it. I got it now. Boswell drives Jess up to the house and lets her out about a quarter mile away, which is where he said his car stopped at.
Right. Exactly.
And then the music of Jessica searching for something starts.
The search music begins again.
The deputy shows up. Well, hi, Miss Jessica.
Who is like
How
little...
are you?
I said he's a little cutie. I said Jessica could have a little side piece with him.
I know.
Because he was being kind of like extra, like Miss.
It did work out with Denton.
Right, exactly.
Is he dead?
Wait, it's also a little awkward. I don't know if you found this awkward, but I found it a little awkward when Jessica was talking to her cousin about how she was also interested in Denton. And then I was like, this is a weird conversation now after what he acted like in that party.
Yeah. So Jessica's like, help me, go get a metal detector and help me find one of these bicycle clips.
A bike clip? What kind of bike clip?
You'll know it when you see it. Yes. So then we pan to Jessica at the stables. She sees Echo. Which way to Potts's? I'm going to go find out a few things. Over there. So she rides over. Clippity.
Monty Python style.
Yes. I mean, basically.
With a voiceover.
And she's wandering through the woods. She gets the field. She's looking over the fence.
Yep.
He's sawing, and his bandage where the dog bit him is off, and there's no blood.
He's been faking it.
So Jessica steals that, starts wandering around, and finds sawdust tied to the tree.
It would be really great if sawdust was tied to the tree next to a pile of sawdust.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
And Spence is like, oh, we already put your horse in the stable. Pan to the stable. And Potts got a gun. I think we should just shoot her. Get this over with.
Once again, devouring that scenery.
And Jess is like, oh, just confess to fraud. It'll all be all right. This is not the worst crime that happened. There's a murder. Let me handle it. I know who committed the murder. It's fine. I'll tell everybody.
Oh, boy. This lady.
Because I quit seeing the murder the way the murderer wanted me to and started seeing it the right way. Murder. So now we're at the courthouse.
Yes. Oh man, this is a very exciting coroner's inquest. It's like
No,
what?
I think his last name is Mr. Coroner. Like
No, what?
I think he's a magistrate and his last name is Mr. Coroner.
No, it's not. It's a coroner's inquest, and for some reason, the entire town is there.
Oh, so so Teddy is the main witness.
This dog, man, he just cannot. He's ever since that money. I'm telling you, it's all been about him. He's changed forever.
So she puts a button beside of him and
Mm.
asks the little deputy to go outside, and puts a button and a speaker beside of him.
Right, because that's right. Because the whistle was found by
Yes.
the body and the speaker.
Hands the whistle to the deputy. And go, dear, blow on that a little.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. And then there's this noise. Because the whistle's A, ultrasonic, and B, doesn't go through the speakers.
That's right. Oh, Jessica, you stumbled onto this genius moment.
So, Jessica does like this whole, woo! Mr. Boswell, she says, needed the money. He wanted to frame Teddy. He lost his tire clip when he killed Trish that night. And Trish found out. Well, he convinced Trish. Hold on. Trish,
It's a lot this time.
Trish, you're gonna get all the money. Trust me, Trish. Trust me, the money will be yours. And then they have a dinner. Trish, you're still gonna get the money. I promise you. We're gonna discredit the dog, but then I'm gonna stick your ass up underneath that gate and I'm gonna kill you. You ready for that shit? So then, in a moment of brilliance, Jessica has the deputy play the sound of mockingbirds.
Mockingbirds.
And the dog presses the button and runs over to Boswell and begs for a treat in an adorable way.
He should have got a cable ace for that.
Yes.
I mean, that was better acting than most of the cable ace winners.
So that's all over. There's been a murder. We're done with that. Abby's going back to Kent.
Wait,
What?
are you seriously not going to talk about the overacting that gentleman did when he got discovered? The crumbling into himself while weeping audibly. I was like, Dean Jones, what happened to you, dude? You used to be cool. What happened to you, man? You got old.
Well, anyway, Abby's going back to Kent, and Tom comes to pick up Teddy and put him in the back of a truck.
Because Tom is now Teddy's caregiver.
That's right.
Which is all is right in the world. Although, I think it would have been nice if Redgrave had stayed and kind of hooked up with Tom after.
Do-do.
Do-do-do.
Oh, God.
Dear listeners,
Dear
that's our jump the
listeners.
shark. That's our jump the shark. We jumped the shark officially. I apologize. I did not mean to do that, but it happens.
Look at all these papers from like the past 3 episodes. I'm sorry, Tree.
That's why I use my iPad.
I have to handwrite. It's hard to handwrite on an iPad.
I know.
And I don't have an iPad. I have an old Kindle Fire. That shit ain't gonna do it.
Oh, the Kindle company. I'm so mad at them right now.
Why?
Because I wanted to get a new Paperwhite, and they had their Black Friday sale and their Cyber Monday sale. The only thing that they didn't have on sale was the Paperwhite that I wanted.
It's only like $90.
No, the one that I want is like the nice one, the signature edition.
Oh,
that
I'm
one's almost
sorry. It's only
$200.
$120. Oh, okay.
It's $200 because it's like it's a bigger hard drive.
You're at a. It doesn't matter if it's the hard drive. There's a cloud. It saves on the cloud.
No, but the signature edition has other enhancements too. There's like color enhancements and things like that. So
why would you want color in a black and white?
Because it's like for night vision and stuff, like blue light reduction.
Okay. Did Jessica do it?
Jessica, of course she did it.
I don't think she did this one.
I think she did this one.
Because I saw Trish do it. That's the only
I don't think Jessica killed Trish this time, but I do think Jessica killed the dude because number one, the dude was stringing along her cousin, and
Mm.
Jessica discovered what kind of a dirty dog he was when he kept talking about her withers.
So she offered Boswell money to kill Trish, and that's why he was so upset at the end.
That's right. I mean, it makes sense to me. If I knew somebody was dirty dogging my cousin, I would definitely. I mean, I wouldn't kill somebody, but
Girl,
I would definitely. I mean, you know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It depends on the cousin. You only got about 350 of them.
Hey, I have 320, so
I apologize.
I'm sorry that my family likes to reproduce. I'm sorry.
It's
Most
not
of
your
them-
side of the family.
No, I know. It's like most of the. Yeah, it's definitely not my side of the family. We're just like, this ends now. This ends now.
Finish it.
Finish it. In the curse. End it.
God. All right.
Just saying.
I don't know what else to add here.
I mean, it is like already over an hour. So I think we should talk about where you can find us. So
Right.
yeah.
Hold on. Maim, why don't you tell everybody where they can find me at @divinemissmims on Twitter.
Thank
Now,
God
where
you
can
went
they
first.
find you?
Yeah, they can find me at auntie.maim on Instagram. They can find me at I'm your Auntie Maim, one word, on Facebook. If you're around in Miami on weekends, I perform at Villain Theater, which you can find on all social media. If you're on a Thursday and you're down in Miami, you can come visit me because I host a weekly karaoke show at a bar called Kill Your Idol every Thursday night at 10 o'clock.
And you can actually find me again at @divinemissmims on Twitter. You can find this podcast at You Slay Me Pod on Twitter.
Slay me.
You slay me.
Slay me.
Yeah, leave us a review. Write
Please
us
leave us
something.
reviews. Give us some stars, people.
Give us a few stars if you like it. Give us a few stars if you don't. Just give
Send
us a
some
few
new
stars.
listening our way if they
Yeah,
like old TV shows and listening to two gays.
We love this stuff. We
Literally.
do. We enjoy this. It helps us talk through our issues and our traumas.
So many times.
We have a lot of issues and traumas, and we hope
We
you
have
do
another
too.
podcast too, if you didn't know that.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, it's called Baking Sugar. It's
Good
a
job.
podcast about designing women. So just like we talk a lot of crap about this show, we do the same thing for episodes of Designing Women.
But it's about 15 minutes shorter because the episodes are shorter. Somehow,
Actually,
20
no, it's
minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes turns into an hour, or 45 minutes turns into an hour.
It's that beginning. We really have to work on that beginning. Although a lot of our listeners seem to like it.
They do, and we just babble on and
Babble on the way that friends for 35 years can babble on.
exactly. And an hour's not that long for a podcast, but it shouldn't be too much more. All right, babe. Tell them good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, y'all.